everything, you know, good, bad, and otherwise. So,
Especially ugly.
sort of used to hearing all kinds of wild descriptions that I would have never thought of, like proto-punk or post-psychedelic or, you know, it just, you know, we make music, I know that. You know, that much I do know.
Husker is the only alternative to people who really want to experience rock and roll right now. If you want to go out and dance, all the dance bands now, it's all high-technic stuff. Pink Floyd have got pigs floating overhead. Husker Du interacts with the audience. It's the only place where people can go out and really feel the music and experience what's going on with the band there without any commercial bullshit.
Where rock and roll should be. I think they're great. They play with a lot of heart and a lot of belief and a lot of integrity. And I don't think you can ask for anything more than that from music.
They used to be the worst band in Minneapolis. They used to suck. I used to come and yell at them. But now, they're one of the best, if not the.
Why?
Because they did it all by themselves. They just kept on building. They got in a van and kept touring. Everybody else that I've come in contact to has never, ever done it by themselves. They've always had somebody behind them. You know, some money makers.
What's it like playing in Europe?
It's sort of like playing over here in the United States, except you're in a different country.
Good answer.
I was going to say a different planet.
No, it's I don't know. A lot of times the people that show up at the shows are
Europeans.
Yeah, they're speaking a different language.
They don't want to borrow dollars. They want to borrow lira.
So,
Walking around with your head in the clouds, it makes no sense at all. So you're so short, but you're walking so tall, it makes no sense at all.
There was a lot of good music going on in the late 70s, you know, a lot of the punk rock stuff and the new wave and the art thing and all that weird stuff. You could play any kind of music you wanted just as long as you meant what you were doing.
What can I say? I think that they're really a phenomenal band of incredible energy, and both in terms of their productivity, their eagerness to stick at it regardless of how much money they make, and their ability to write new songs. I think their worldview is a little limited, but I think Flaubert's worldview is a little limited too.
It's nice to be on the Dean's list.
I mean, many people would say, and I think I might agree with him, that they're the best American band of the 80s, but even that isn't saying that much. But they're a fine pop band, you know.
He's a fool. No.
You turn the world on with her smile. Who can take nothing today? Suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. But you should know it.
The general climate is real conducive to people being creative. You know, just the atmosphere around here. It's real positive. You know, there isn't a lot of backbiting and stuff like that.
Nobody's pulling favorites in this town. Nobody's like really competing against each other unless it's on a real good-natured level.
You know, it's the Midwest. We got to be honest here. I mean, it's hard work and all that stuff. You know, it's really true, I think. It's a weird thing. People could take this the wrong way, but we're awfully good at what we do. We're awful good musicians, we're good songwriters, and we're good people. And this is what we do the best, so this is what we work at the hardest. You know, and if you're good at what you do and you work real hard at what you do, you find the reward from that.